to feelings of anxiety, despair, fear of uncertain future, despite our merits and humiliation, because of our heritage. And there are numerous examples for this, but it doesn't fit the time. So I would like you to understand my point of view when I have been tangled with all sorts of unjust problems for many years, and there's no ending in sight really with these sorts of problems that only arise from my heritage. I don't see how you can ask me to let go of something that has a relationship to my heritage and for once gives me a positive feeling of pride and my culture and identity being recognized. I think it would take a lot of understanding and sacrifice on my behalf when something like that is being taken away from me. And I think that I would like to emphasize that the word Persian is very much tied to the Iranian culture and identity. And by changing this name, I think you are pushing very sensitive buttons in the Iranian community. That's all.
Okay. Thank you very much. Gautam Desai, followed by Bahman Hashemi.
Hello, my name is Gautam Desai. I am for the change of part of the Persian Drive to the Mandir Drive. I believe that would be true win-win situation where you have Persian Drive as well as Mandir Drive. Many cities around the Sunnyvale has taken advantage and benefited from the celebrating diverse culture of their cities. We know of Chinatown, Japantown in San Francisco, China, New Year Day Parade. In Fremont, there is a Gurudwara Street as well as India Day Parade every year. I think by changing to Mandir Drive, it would be a great benefit to the city of Sunnyvale. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bahman Hashemi, followed by Akbar Vakili.
Good evening. First, let me introduce myself. I'm Bahman Hashemi. I have been in the United States since 1973. I have been in Sunnyvale since 1980, and I am against of this change. Now, tonight you heard a lot of people about their feeling, what is about Persian and what is about Hindu, this and that. If I want to tell you my feeling, we are going to be here till Christmas time. Therefore, I'm not going to tell my feeling. But the main thing for me is to see what the mayor, vice mayor, and the council member for this city, what they are going to do, and the cost in the future to my kids who have been born in this city. As you saw the report, the thing is there are certain criteria sitting here which council and the mayor and everybody should follow that one. If you want to change it, completely is your right. You can have another meeting and change it. Right now, you are not meeting the number 2. Number 2 says the name has to be certain something criteria, which this name does not match. Persian match it a little bit here, a little bit there. But whatever it is, this one does not match. So by that, you are changing the law you set. If you do that, the second thing is the precedence for this one, which is one of these criteria that you have. If you change that one, from tomorrow, everybody is going to bring something, and this is something. You broke the law, broke them again. And on top of this thing, if you continue this way, when my child is right now is 15, by the time he is 30, still you are in the court system. As you saw all the expenses, the Indian friends are saying they are going to pay for these things, but you know this thing is going to go to court. You know if you are not in there, still we are paying for the court system, regardless of who is suing who. So you are causing a lot of expenses for the city. And I think as your position, you are responsible to see what you are doing in the future. Now, one of the reasons I loved about United States was this diversity and the culture. And the other thing I loved about United States is that we do not mix the religion and the government. Diversity means you can bring Indian people here, you can bring Iranian people here, you can bring Mexican people here. Just government does not have right to say, I'm going to bring Muslim people here, I'm going to bring the Jewish people, I'm going to bring Christian people. Christian people are not a culture. Christian people are religion. Muslim are religion. Hindus are religion. And this has nothing to do with anybody of you guys as a government. Therefore, I think it's against the law that you guys start changing the name of the street, which has all the criteria, to something which is religion. And this is by law is not permitted. And if it happened, believe me, we are causing a lot of expense for the future of this city. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Akbar Vakili, followed by Lena Moffat.
Good night, Mr. Mayor, council members. My name is Akbar Vakili. I'm a resident of Sunnyvale for 18.5 years. I have to just give you a little bit of a story. When I moved to the city of Sunnyvale from Sacramento 18.5 years ago, I drove around and looking for a residence. And believe me, I saw Persian Drive. And I stopped by a couple of minutes and then thinking about that somebody in here, many years before I come over,